What's up, guys? I got a quick RU match for you against a guy by the name of Sadfreee. I did not upload yesterday, and it looks like I didn't upload Resident Evil yesterday either, but I actually did because I had that shit pre-scheduled. And YouTube was in read-only mode last night. If some of you guys had trouble leaving comments and likes on videos, YouTube was just kind of in a mode where it's like, we're doing shit, so don't do anything. So even if I did upload yesterday, it wouldn't have gotten any comments, wouldn't have gotten any likes. I'm sure a lot of you guys would have forgotten to go back and do that. Originally, I was kind of busy, but then that happened, and I was like, well, fuck. That kind of justifies me going out and being busy. So there's kind of the reasoning for that. Anyways, good RU match, as I previously might have mentioned. We'll just go ahead and, what do we cut to? Okay, so both got our rocks up. Thankfully, I didn't end up missing too much on the first turn. But as he brings in his Cavagrius, I'm just going to go ahead and set up the Toxic Spikes, because that's what Nidoqueen does. I have 2 Dragon Tailors on this team, I believe, so I'm actually going to abuse the shuffling of that a lot more. But I'm going to go into my Typhlosion right now, because I actually am kind of predicting the Will-O-Wisp. This is a Specs Typhlosion, so he looks this. I honestly don't care, because I happen to know Cavagrius' base special defense is a lot lower than its defense, not because it's bad on the special defense. Well, I don't really remember what it is. I just know its physical defense happens to be phenomenal. So I'm going to go for a Fire Blast. It does a great amount of damage. I don't want to go for an Eruption because I knew he was going to end up hitting me on this next turn. I am going to be locked into a move. I might as well choose that. So heals for a Nightshade. Does not like the amount of damage that that is doing. He wants to hang on to that thing for later. I'm really glad that I poisoned his Regenerator wall there, but I would have much rather have Toxic'd it. I mean, if he is going to be getting in and out a lot more, then I suppose the poison might have its use if he's not going to stay in for longer than 3 turns, because it's just kind of bringing him down quicker. But, you know, over the next couple turns, the Toxic is going to add up in a way that will be better, and it kind of has crippled this thing. So I'm going to go out into my Lantern. I do have, I think this is my Heal Beller, and I do predict the Volt Absorb correctly, even if he went for the Toxic, if he did happen to have it, or if he went for the Scald, you know, fishing for a burn, pun somewhat intended. Like I said, I can just heal that off with Heal Bell, so it's all good. He's going to switch out right now into his Aggron. I don't really mind, because I think I went for the Volt Switch, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out of there. His Sturdy is ruined, even if he had lefties. For whatever reason, to get back up to it. That is a far cry away from what lefties will restore back to Sturdy. So I get to go out into my Nidoqueen, which definitely can scare him off with the Earth Power. I don't know if he's actually going to end up being scared out by it. I guess not. So Earth Power just kind of takes him out clean, and there's that, what have you. So when did I take this match? It's not really a long time ago, but it was since my last stream, I think. The one before the other one, so maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, something like that. I don't remember it too well. It is kind of short though, so I figured I would just do that. But Mrs. Sleep Powder, kind of unfortunate, but I did stay in here to be sleep fodder anyway, and it's not like Dragon Tail does a horrific amount. What does kind of matter here is that he gets extra Stealth Rocks damage on his Galvantula than he needs to at the moment. The best thing he can hit me with right now is probably a Hidden Power Ice, or, you know, maybe even a Giga Drain, just to get some health back. But I don't want to take the HP Ice, so I'm actually going to go into my Lantern, and it turns out he does end up going for something. It's probably not going to end up being super effective on me. As you can see, it really doesn't do that much at all, so maybe it was Ice. I don't know if it was Fire too. I don't give a fuck. Lantern doesn't give a fuck about either one of those. But I get to go for another Volt Switch right here, or a Scald. I'm pretty sure I went for the Volt Switch, expecting him to switch out to Slowbro or something like that, because I wouldn't really go for a Volt Switch on this. I would probably go for a Scald on this, but go for it. I think poison damage is going to take him down to the point where he's going to get taken out by Stealth Rocks, but despite that, I believe he does want to save it for later. I don't think I have a Spinner, which kind of sucks in Archeops' case, but I did swap out, I think I swapped out one of its moves for Roost, because, like, you know what, a lot of people are going to get scared out by this thing anyway. So as cool as Endeavor is, I think maybe I swapped out Endeavor, I don't know, but he's kind of low on HP. I'm kind of rambling about the whole Endeavor Roost thing. This is kind of cool. I ditch my Defeatist in favor for Mummy, so even if I do get below half HP, my stats will not get cut. It was unfortunate that I did waste my Acrobatics right there. I think in hindsight it would have been better to use it on this, but now I can just go for a regular boosted Acrobatics without the Flying Gem. It does a good amount, but if that was the flying gem one, it would have taken him out easily in this match. Probably would have been a little bit shorter. So had I gone for the stone edge on that and then the acrobatics, I could have taken out 2 in a row. But to be honest, I don't want Cofagrius rest talking in my face if that's the build that he happens to be. So I'm not entirely disappointed with the way that exchange happened. So I do have a choice banded Absol, and that's pretty awesome. I don't really see this thing being used at all, but it does have a lot of firepower. Now that his Aggron is gone, I can go for Night Slashes very freely and still do a fuck ton of damage. Thing is, he switches in Galvantula. I don't know if he knew how much health he had, but it just kind of dies as quickly as it comes in. I'm like, well, shit. Okay, that was kind of a waste of a turn. But now he goes into his Lilligant after having had that thing die. I do not want to get Sleep Powdered. I prefer my Sleep Powder fodder to be Nidoqueen. And I had been bringing Bouffalant on my RU team a lot. This is just kind of a slap together kind of thing that usually tends to be the case. So if any of you guys are like, yeah, did you know you have fucking 9 weak to fighting? Fucking slap it together. There's only 6 on Poke team, right? Yeah, so there's that. But that's asleep. Get to go into my red herring because he kind of just has a red face and he keeps you away from the main objective, which is mainly just fucking taking out the rest of the pokes. But he's got Dragon Tail. This is a bulkier set, which is just para-shuffling, which I actually kind of like this thing because he got the rough skin on it. I think this one happens to be physically defensive, which does not matter at all in this scenario. But the hidden power, I'm not really fearing ice, to be honest, because you don't really see ice in this tier. If you use it in tiers above RU, then maybe you would see it, like for dragons and shit, but there aren't really a lot of dragons to be worrying about in RU in itself, aside from this. And then maybe somebody that wants to risk bringing an Altaria or like an NU dragon up. But to be honest, there's not really much of a need for ice. You can bring rock, you can bring fire. I just felt pretty safe staying in there. So I know the Psycho Shift is coming after he brings it in. I would rather just have this thing burned, you know, have some kind of status switch. And now I have something asleep, something burned. I could have gone into Nidoqueen, but it would have just been setup fodder at that point. So I'd rather just burn this and shovel some shit around with rock damage. I know his freaking Siglif isn't going to end up taking any damage from the Stealth Rocks, but it does shuffle this thing in, so it can no longer set up because of the fact that it's dead and everything. And he's going to go into his Siglif now, and I believe just start setting up in my face. And this kind of scares me because I was like, okay, I see the Cosmic Power. That's not a big fucking deal. I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle you out. I forgot that this was his last poke, so I kind of wasted turn staying in here doing this, and especially because I'm burned and he has the +1 on the defensive side. That does next to nothing, so I'm kind of scared, but I still think that he's gonna keep trying to set up. I don't think he's gonna attack on this turn. I'm pretty sure I had another poke even if this went south, but because he decided to go for another Cosmic Power, even at the +2 special defense, this Typhlosion is going to live up to its name, in fact, and get the kill from this range, even with the double special defense. I think that's what +2 is, but it's a Specs, Blaze boosted, Stab, Fire Blast coming from a Typhlosion, and that just makes really quick work of Siglif, so wasn't really even too worried about that at all. What did I have left? I think I had Lantern, and I'm pretty sure I had Absol, who with a Choice Banded Night Slash would still be able to leave a pretty considerable chunk. So that was kind of a shuffling game, which was like, okay, you know, there wasn't really a whole hell of a lot on his team weak to Stealth Rocks. It just had a lot of shuffling, and it was a different one. But that's going to do it for today's game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And for those of you that have been asking whether or not I'm going to have a Halloween special, I am tomorrow. There's going to be a couple of other people collaborating with me sort of on it. I know one person's going to be late on uploading his portion of it because the hurricane did unfortunately strike his area, and I'm really hoping that the rest of you guys that live in that hurricane part of the country of the United States right now are safe, alive and well. Your power may be cut, so you're probably not even watching this, but when you do, if you do, then I hope that everything's good and you guys can get back on your feet eventually, because it's really unfortunate, but that's all I can really say from here. Being on the West Coast, we don't really deal with that shit too much, but that's what I got. So hope you guys get back on your feet soon. Anyways, that's gonna do for this video. If you missed Resident Evil, that will be that did get published, but because of YouTube's maintenance, it took off publishing and it didn't let me do it, so it just kind of acted like there wasn't a publishing time. So I kind of took it off unlisted. and that happened. So I might upload TCGO today as well, just because I didn't upload anything yesterday. So just keep your eye out in your sub boxes for that too. Anyways, I've been rambling way too much. Oh, it's almost 10 minutes. Oh, bye.